G'day, we're David and Paula. Like many people, we've been working hard for many years and we're too young to retire, but we've decided to take a gap year from work. We've bought a new van and we're doing a lap right around Australia.
Good morning. We're at Drysdale River Station and the campground here's got quite a few people in it. We're going to pull up here, just do a bit of admin and stuff. I'll do some editing, we'll do some cleaning, we'll assess a little bit of the damage. We've had a little bit of damage. It's a recurring sort of issue with one of the cupboard doors, and I'll see if I can do a running repair on that again. Right now, it's coffee time. Good morning, Paula. Paula just sent me back the coffee. The coffee was too low. She said the tider's out. She gets her coffee in bed and then she assesses to see whether it's actually adequate or not, and then sent me back.
If you're going to do it, you're going to do it right.
This is sort of one of the times of the day that I love the most. Although that time is getting later and later as we've got on the road. I'm naturally an early riser, but been taking the opportunity to be slightly later early riser. But getting up in the morning and making the coffee, and if I can, going and sitting outside listening to the bird noises is just one of the favourite things. Sort of watching sort of the sun come up, and today where we are is just an absolutely beautiful day. But we've been contemplating what we do. We're at Drysdale River Station at the moment, and it's good. Went to the pub and I feel really guilty because we didn't take any footage of it. We just had some beers with a couple of friends we met on the road and had their hamburgers and those sorts of things, and sat under the tree over by the bar, and it was just good and nice and relaxing. And I should have taken some pictures. So they had a fire over there, so sorry about all that. I've been a bit slack with those sorts of shots, and I know that people want to see them, but we're on the road not to be professional content creators. We're on the road to have our gap year, but we do want to share it, so sorry about that. So we've spent 2 nights at Drysdale River Station. The people that we'd been travelling along with were umming and ahhing about whether they were going to head towards the Mitchell Plateau. We've now managed to re-establish our bookings at Questro. And we had some credits, and they very kindly sort of left some of the money as credits, and then didn't apply a cancellation fee for the second lot of moves we had to do of our bookings during the flood stuff. So we managed to get some rooms, so we do actually have to head east now. We've been on the Gibb for 2.5 weeks, and we'll spend another week on the Gibb, and then get to Questro. So we're thinking that we'll try and find a free camp down the road, and then gradually move our way to Ellenbrae, cross the Durack and cross the Pentecost, and then get ourselves to Questro. G'day, Drummy. Wave to the camera, mate. I'm just telling everybody what a great family you guys are.
Thank you.
So we've met up with Drummy and Deb and Ava, their daughter. We were all holed up at Mount Hart together, and we've just kept bouncing along the Gibb together, which has been good to have a little bit of company, particularly when you're doing things like the river crossings when the rivers are up and all those sorts of things. Not that that's been a challenge, but we're well equipped as well. But anyway, so we'll probably just keep moving east. We'll find a free camp, get ourselves in good time to Ellenbrae, hopefully spend a night or 2 camping on the Pentecost River itself, and then get into Questro. And then after that we really don't know. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my coffee, and we'll have a slower start this morning, pack up, head down, and hopefully find a decent free camp.
This is just absolutely insane.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know,
Absolutely lovely here. Good free camp. Okay, so we're going back on the Gibb River Road. So we're back on the Gibb River Road.
We are.
And nice little trip up to Drysdale, lovely little free camp up by one of the river crossings. Did a little bit of check, a couple of running repairs. There's just a little bit of trim where one of the plastic clips, as everything is made these days, is just broken. So I've tried to do a bit of a running repair. We'll see how that goes by the time we get to Ellenbrae. And now we're told that this is sort of one of the worst sections of the Gibb, so we'll see how we go.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, no, this section of the road has been shocking. A lot of broken shale and all those sorts of things. And I got out to remove a big sharp rock that was right on the edge of the right tyre groove in the road. And people had obviously just been sort of dodging it last minute, that sort of stuff. And it was just better to just get out and move it. And most of them you can most of the big ones you can dodge. Most of the little ones, it's a little bit hard to dodge. For every one you dodge, there's another one. Look at that.
Yes.
It's like a knife. And then people just tearing past and coating you in their dust on the way past. And then you've got to slow down even more because you can't see the road. But anyway, but it is pretty. It's exceptionally pretty in through. A couple of large trucks towing vans coming your way. Yeah, we're not too far in front of you, mate. Yeah, we've slowed right down. It's pretty rough into this section. Look at that. Look at that.
Isn't that pretty?
Absolutely
Beautiful.
gobsmackingly beautiful. A bit further up the road, mate, you'll come to another decline that's sealed. But have a look at the horizon. It's absolutely spectacular. Yeah, this is a very corrugated section. We're just having difficulty finding the right speed in here and dodging the sharp rocks. Yeah. No question that the last sort of 10-15 kilometres has been, maybe 20 kilometres has been a bit uncomfortable. Anyway, not far to go, and then we'll have some scones, and then we'll think about what we're going to do next.
Yeah, yum.
Yum.
Yum, yum.
The sign said rough crossing.
It's nice, isn't it? It's
Yeah,
like
it is.
an oasis. Tea and coffee.
The other's coming.
Yum, yum, yum. Oh, it's nice and warm.
Will Dad have cream? Well, he's got jam and cream down there.
You going to eat it?
Not in the camera's on.
Oh, the camera's on. This is what you do at Ellenbrae, isn't it?
Yeah, but no one needs to see me eat. They're nice and warm.
This is a section between Ellenbrae and the Durack River. And you get different opinions from people about what's good and what's bad. This is clearly not good, but at the moment it's no worse than the other side that we were on. But the worst part about this isn't even the corrugations, it's the shale, the sharp shale rock that sort of sits up, and you've got to try and be sort of careful that not to expose your sidewall to that. And some of them are so, I've got dust in my ears from this morning. Anyway, yeah, it's just a bit of a chore driving, just avoiding the bigger, pointier, sharper rocks, because the shale can act a bit like a knife. So even though we've got light truck tyres on, both the car and the van, yeah, just trying to sort of protect them, and we're aired down. Again, you get lots of opinions about all that. We're sort of mid-20s on the van. The car started at 24 on the front and 27 on the back. We're just a little bit heavier on the back, and we've got 18-inch wheels, and the tyres have got a bit of profile in them, but not as good as if you're running 16s and a larger tyre. So, and then just take our time. But when we do the river crossings, we'll just raise the airbags, both the car and the van, as we cross, just to give us that extra bit of wade depth. But anyway, it's probably a bit bumpy and a bit noisy, so we won't persist. So this is the Gibb River Road, turning it on a bit. And by the time we got the camera on, it was actually better than a bit behind, but it's just all rocks, just here. Hardly any road, just all rocks. Like we're going through a creek.
It is like a creek bed, yeah. Easy peasy.
G'day, g'day.
G'day, g'day.
So, that's the tough stuff of the Gibb River over. Crossed the Pentecost 2 days ago. Lazy couple of days or day and a half, 2 nights on the Pentecost River.
Yep, it's good.
And now?
Questro.
And all sealed road at this end. We stayed here now after Pentecost. We just took our time coming up the sealed road, knowing fully well
It's going to be like this.
like this. It's like an oasis.
Cheers.
This is the famous Questro entry.
Yeah.
This is the water feature. Probably should have gone into that range for this one.
G'day, g'day everyone.
Hey, g'day.
How's this?
It's good. My sort of water.
This is like Luke hot.
We're trying to hug the warm spot.
I won.
That's the warm spot. And Paula found the warm water first. So the water is really clear.
Go to the right, climb and come early.
Come early. We left later than we wanted to, and we left just right on 7.
Yeah.
The spring's open at 7, and there's already quite a few people here. So this water behind me is like thermal, where the water's feeding in over near Paula is cooler.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
It's the cold water's down the bottom.
It's mixing in.
Yeah.
And that bathtub is where we were before. So these are good private little bathtubs. Not a lot of people are coming all the way up here.
Pretty amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is amazing. Some of the feeds are warm, like this one, which is toasty warm, and some of the feeds from like over here are cooler, and then they mix in to make a lukewarm bath in the middle. So what do you think of Zebedee Springs?
That was great.
Was that good?
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, that's Paula's style of Gibb River Road, isn't it? Yeah, there's only one problem. We need to get back and get coffee. Coffee. I think it's like a car park in here, Paula. Yeah, that just proves the lesson. Get here early, or somebody else said get there very late, just like the last half an hour.
That was Zebedee Springs. There's lots of car parks. There's toilets if you really need them.
What do they say about the car parks though? If the car park's full?
Come another time.
Yeah, so if the car park's full, the springs are full.
Yeah, but people seem to rotate through quite every couple of hours, so, you know, they don't stay all day. The walk-in was fine. It was easy. Little bit, if you want to get up to the top part of the springs where the water is a bit warmer, you've got to be prepared to do a little bit of rock climbing, but it's not too arduous. If I can do it, anyone can do it. The pools we're in were good. We could sit in it and it was up to our neck, so that was good.
We had sort of like a little private little spa, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Don't forget, like, subscribe if you really like our videos. Remember, we're not making no profit out of this. 100% of any ad revenue we make goes to charity. So help us out.
Yep.
And if you've got some friends who sort of want to do the lap, or you want to do the lap, or family who want to do the lap, then and you like what we're doing, share that, and we can send some more money to charity.
Yeah.
So, like, subscribe, share, leave the notifications on so you get the notification.
All right.
And on that note,
See you later.
Coffee time.
Bye.
Righto, cheers.
How do we know which way to go?
So this is Pigeonhole Lookout. It's one of the four-wheel drive tracks around Questro Station. This one's not too bad at all in terms of getting up and around. So some of the lookouts are closed, so we can't get there. They had a big wet season, and obviously they had that extra unseasonal wet that caught us up. But we've done a few gorges and those sorts of things, so we thought we'd do something different, didn't we?
Yeah. Go on a four-wheel drive track.
On a four-wheel drive track. Paula's going to drive back. She's been itching to drive back. Yeah, you can see the outcrops of the Coburn Range over near where we camped on the riverbanks of the Pentecost, sort of over there. So it's a completely different view of the Pentecost River. Yeah, the sun's still pretty high, so it's supposed to be a good sunset lookout location. But we'll go to Saddleback and we'll check that out.
G'day, g'day.
G'day. So that's Questro. It's a pretty commercial operation these days. It's now owned by one of the large groups. At the end of the Gibb River Road, we decided we were going to spend 3 days in one of the rooms. We did a little bit around Questro. We did a couple of the four-wheel drive tracks, and we're heading off to Emma Gorge now. We're not going to do Questro Gorge. We've done a few gorges, but it's over a metre, the crossing into Questro Gorge with the vehicle. Sure, we could probably find the walk around and do that, but you know, for mucking around for benefit, we've decided to skip that one. We will go to Emma Gorge because we've seen a couple of good gorges, haven't we?
We have?
Yeah, across the Gibb River Road. We went to a couple of the lookouts with the four-wheel drive tracks. That was a bit of fun, nothing overly challenging. I mean, the Defender did that pretty easily. And even though they say that Saddleback is the better lookout and there's an organised lookout there, we actually thought that Pigeonhole as a lookout was prettier, didn't we? And
yeah, you got to see more of the Pentecost.
Yeah, we did.
Snaking around the countryside. It's good.
We're going to head into Kununurra where we'll be doing some administration. That's really just an administrative and collect our stuff together type spot. And then we think we will. It wasn't the original plan the way we're doing it, but we will go into Purnululu, doing the crossing out of Questro for the last time. I think the bottom line for El Questro is, given that we'd been on the Gibb River, you know, we'd done some free camps, yeah, we'd done some more rudimentary stuff, we'd done a couple of different station options. We did find El Questro just that little bit more commercial, and if that's what you want to do, or if you want just road access, because there's sealed road up to the El Questro driveway, and then the road in is gravel, right? And we've stayed aired down for that, but technically it is a two-wheel drive access. You'd have to take it easy. I couldn't do a lot of filming, so first of all, because we were just relaxing a little bit and doing some other things, there's a lot of kids around, right? And we really don't like sort of filming at all where other people's children are in the background and all those sorts of things, so we try desperately to avoid that. So hopefully it gives you a bit of a snapshot, but a lot of people start or finish the Gibb River Road at El Questro. So, you know, I wouldn't say don't do it by any way, shape or form, and the gorges are quite nice here, and Zebedee Springs is great. Some people do that without coming into El Questro, and then you need a day pass to do that, right? So even if you do nothing else, do Zebedee Springs. So there's plenty of options there. If you just got your van, there's some van options there, or in our case, we took one of the rooms. That was a relatively expensive way of doing it, and I think in the end, we probably would have been just as happy to pull our van up with a couple of the friends that we'd met on the Gibb, and we would have been equally comfortable. I don't know about you guys, but once you get settled into this van life, like, it's home. So, you know, packing and unpacking to move into a room, as pleasant as all that is. And funnily enough, we turned the air conditioner off in the room, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah. And then we were allowed to park the van up, in our case, behind the room. There was enough room in the car park to do that. And it was getting a few hours sun a day as well, so we had absolutely no problem with power coming into the van while it was parked up either. Absolutely very pleasant. But, you know, when you just come from a free camp on the Pentecost River with just the stunning backdrop of the Coburn Range behind you and the river out there, as pretty as El Questro is, and it is, it's a little bit hard to beat, isn't it? That other view.
Flying over streets and our broken hearts, but they can't even touch us. We found a different beat. Paradise is waiting and we bought the leaves. Oh, getting caught in the mist. There's so many that never get out of. They're feeding the fish in the crowd.
The car park in River Gorge was chockers full, including the long vehicle parking. Again, the lesson with all these places is go early, isn't it?
Yep.
Right, roughly 2 hours without a swim. Okay? So one of the things that happens when you're on the road and in and out and doing gorges and all that sort of stuff is you become the height of sartorial elegance. So I'm not sure that my boardies and my boots and my sky blue socks certainly would be gratefully accepted on the catwalks of Paris or London, would they? Or
They
New York?
It might be the new thing.
It might be the new thing. Well, we're going to start a new trend, right? Which is boardies and boots. Boardies and boots. Check this out, okay? Check this out. It's fresh. Come on in, Paula, the water's fine. It's deeper out there, but if you want to go under that sort of like waterfall, you just got to swim.
No, I'm not going to go under the waterfall.
No, these wrinkles I'm talking about. How good this? the top is freezing, but there's thermal water, spring coming in from the other side. So the water is cold, but you do get used to it. Yeah, but how good. Absolutely how good. Yeah, this. Good. Good. Is it worth the walk?
Don't know about that. It's arduous.
It is an arduous walk, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right? So not so much duration or length, it's rock climbing.
Lots of scrambling of rock. Yeah.
This water's warm. Next episode, we head to Kununurra where we clean up the van and leave it behind when we head off to Purnululu, the Bungle Bungles. Glad I washed the car.
Driving's been a bit rough. It's absolutely gobsmacking.
Wow, we're here all by ourselves, Dave.
Just check it out. It's pretty specky.
Again, thanks for joining us. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and remember, 100% of our YouTube advertising revenue goes to charity.